In this episode, I would like to focus on Y sorting. But what even is that? When our character is walking towards our fence and they both have a collision, we cannot run over it. And our character is very close to the fence. And that's because the collision shape is only covering the lower part of our character body. But there is issue with it, because when we move to the fence from the right, it's okay, from the bottom it's okay. But from the top, we've got an issue that our character can't get close enough to the fence. And that's why we need to add Y sorting. That way the character will be able to move behind certain objects, like for example this fence or maybe this bush. Right now, this bush doesn't have any collision and we can move over it. And as the first thing, we need to change the collision shapes on those walls. So here, layer walls 0, tile set, paint, and physics layer 0. We've been here a few episodes ago, but this time we'll change those collisions to work very similar to our character. So we can click on it and drag it very low. That way it will add the depth to the fence, and same for the top one. But as you already noticed, we need to adjust the collisions for those two on the corners. So let's change it. And click on the tile to apply this collision shape. We can save the game and run the project. Let's walk towards this fence, it's okay. But from the top, you can see that our character is moving on top of this fence. And that's why we need Y sorting. We can also move the character closer to the fence to not force us to make the walk again. And while we're on level 1, here in the root node, that is node 2D, we need to go to the inspector and find ordering Y sorting enabled. We need to check it, and the same will go for our character body 2D, ordering Y sorting enabled, and walls 0, ordering Y sorting enabled. And that way, when we run the project, it's still okay from the bottom, from the side the same, and from the top, we can see that our character is moving right behind this fence. And that's the result that we wanted to achieve. It looks very good. And as a practical task, I would like you to do the same with this bush that we have over here. Try for yourself if you can create Y sorting for this bush. And in a second, I will show you how I will do it. So our bush is on the layer floor 1, click on it. Here you can see that the bushes and rocks are highlighted. And as the first thing, I will make sure that the Y sorting for this layer is turned on. Click on the tile set, and in the paint tab, we don't have any physics layer because in the previous episodes, we've added them manually. Click on this tile set to open an advanced window, here physics layers, and add element. And after that we should see the physics layer 0. Nice. Here is the bush on our tile set, and we need to add the collision to it. Don't forget that we don't want to cover a whole bush with our collision, because we want to add Y sorting. The necessary is only the bottom part. So we can add it like that, add a few points to represent it better, maybe a bit lower on the sides. And don't forget to apply this collision shape to the bush. Hit save and run the project. The bush should be somewhere here. From the side we can't, from the bottom we can't, and from the top we are hiding behind this bush. That's great. And don't forget that those changes were applied to every bush on this floor layer 1. So it will work the same for this bush. Great. Recently, I've promised you that we'll add the purpose for our character, a goal that he will be able to reach, because right now we can only move around. So in the next episode, we'll add the goal for our character. Let's not waste any more time and click on the next episode.